Hey guys, I'm Jared with Stryker Boats, and welcome to our off season. This season was a particularly good hunting year, and we were able to harvest a decent amount of game. Years past, we've always elected to have a butcher do our processing and whatnot. This year, we did a large amount of the processing ourselves, and we want to share with you guys some sausage making. Today, we're going to focus on grinding and mixing. So we got everything ready. We have a pile of deer. We have about 60 pounds of deer and about 90 pounds of pork trim and pork fat. And we have some binders and mixes, and we're going to do a bunch of different flavors. Jalapeno cheddar, a few different variations of fresh jalapeno cheddar, and kind of a manufactured store seasoning mix that we're going to use. And we're going to kind of do a head-to-head, see what one tastes better at the end of the day. We're also going to do a honey garlic, a fresh Southern Belle, I believe it's called. So we have a few different sausage mixes that we bought locally here from Stuffer's Supply. They're a great little shop here. They had everything we needed: casings, extra tubs, knives, mixers, and whatnot. So they're a great little shop here in Langley. I'm sure we're going to miss some things, and feel free to drop some notes in the comments. You're going to be following along with my second time ever doing sausage, so I expect there to be some errors, and I expect to learn a lot. So guys, like I said, follow along, and I hope we can teach you guys something as well. When setting this up, or your grinder, I think they're all the same, it recommended to freeze all of the components. So we did freeze it all, and for about an hour, and because the fat does tend to clog the machines. So guys, what I'm doing here is I'm taking all the meat and I'm making it into sausage stuffer tube pieces so it can all fit in that grinder. So a little bit of prep now is going to go a long way once we get started. You know, your meat doesn't come from the grocery store. Most meat that we eat is treated fairly poorly, where if you can hunt yourself, and you know, not only is hunting for me it's never about the killing. Hunting for me is about getting out with my friends and my family, enjoying peaceful days on the water. It's all about the adventure and the journey. It's never been about the kill. And you know, I feel like some hunting in general is from occasionally will get a bad rap, although that seems to be disappearing as people are actually a little bit more aware of how their meat's been treated. So, you know, guys, taking an animal in its prime in the woods is the most humane way that animal is ever going to go. It's going to experience a very quick and sudden death, where left in the wild, animals are eaten alive. And if you can imagine how you would want to end up going in your prime, or you know, obviously with a little bit elderly buck, you're going to have a nicer buck, but the meat's not going to be as great. So for us, we're not trophy hunters, although it is nice having a big buck, I'm not going to lie. But you know, those bit smaller deer are going to taste better, and you're gonna have great table fare for you and your family, and there's no real downside. So we spend a few months a year hunting, and I've been hunting since I was a kid. We've been using the boats to hunt exclusively for moose for probably the past 15 years, and we've been extremely successful float hunting. It's my personal favorite way to hunt moose, and it has been for quite a few years now. I grew up in Terrace, BC, and we grew up hunting the rivers there, the Skeena, the Kalem, and you know, so now when I get to do my yearly float hunts, it's very reminiscent of my childhood growing up in northern BC and hunting with my dad. Okay, so what we've decided to try to do we want to get a good mix in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 7 pounds to each, and then we're going to add the fat, and then I'm going to grind one into our bucket. So that way each 10 pounds through our mixture is going to be consistently almost pre-mixed, which is the idea. We don't want to do too much mixing on here. So we don't want to turn the meat mushy. So it's like for each 10 pounds, we're going to do 3 pounds of fat. So it's 70% game, and then we're going to do mixed pork fat and pork trim. So I have a pork shoulder here, a picnic shoulder that we've cut up, and we're going to add that to the mixture. Okay, so where we're at now is we put everything through the grinder in a coarse grind, and we kind of alternated a little bit of fat, a little bit of trim, and deer mixture. And then so we kind of put it all in the containers, and we just kind of made sure everything was semi-even as we were running it through the grinder. Then we had everything in the big trays, and then what we did is we put everything through a fine grind. So, and it looks perfect. It actually turned out, well, exactly how I was hoping it would, and it looks great. So one thing we found is we kept everything, we opened up the doors to the house. It's 5 degrees here today, so everything was cold. We kept everything cold, and we made it through without having any major jamming due to fat. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the mixer, we're gonna mix our spices, our cheese, our jalapeno, and we got a few different things. So we're gonna do a 10 pounder of Southern Belle sausage, 10 pounder of honey garlic, 25 pound of fresh mix, and then we're gonna mix fresh jalapenos and cheddar with that one. And then we're gonna do jalapeno fresh, but without the actual fresh ingredient of jalapeno. So we'll do that and cheddar, and then we'll do a maple breakfast and cheddar. So we got lots going on here. So we're gonna mix all this now, we're gonna let it sit overnight, and then tomorrow that's the plan to fill. So we'll see. Again, this is my first time doing this much and trying to get it all going. So hopefully it turns out. We're excited. Everything smells incredible. The deer was taken care of very well in the field, and what a difference dealing with fresh deer and deer that you harvested. We took really exceptionally good care of this deer in the field. So yeah, it's looking really good. So this is from Stuffers Supply. This is Southern Belle. So we'll mix this onto the meat. Yeah, not bad at all. I'm not going to go too crazy on this. And half of this. Okay, so today is sausage stuffing day. So this is a brand new sausage stuffer we got from Vivor. It's a beautiful machine. We looked at a bunch of different ones. There are some local ones that are all around $700-800 for the exact same thing. We got this one for, I think it was $207 after tax and shipping. So it's got the dual drive. It's got a ton of extra attachments here, sausage tubes. This thing comes away, so it's easier to load than the one that we had before. So you just pull it back, pop it off. So we'll get that thing stuffed, and actually we'll do that first. kinds of sausage. It was about 95 pounds in total. The new sausage stuffer worked out really well. Our other one was 5 pounds. And if you're trying to do 5 pounds at a time, this already took, let's say, 4 hours stuffing today, 4 or 5 hours. And then yesterday for prepping the meat and grinding was probably 4 or 5. So total time invested is about 10 hours. And this is 2 full deer plus about 30 pounds of pork and maybe a couple small pieces of moose. So venison sausage. So we're really excited about this stuff. This one here, we're gonna let it dry for a little bit, maybe 2 hours or so, and then it's gonna go on the smoker. So we're gonna have our fresh sausage that we're gonna cook at the time of consumption, and then we're gonna do our traditional smokies. These will have a smoked flavor. So guys, all in all, I'll do this every year. I should have been doing this all along. This is only my second time ever doing the full pull myself, and I'm very glad I did. I will do this every year from now on. Guys, if you have any tips or tricks that we missed or things that you do differently, or even some what we're looking for next year is all fresh sausage recipes, not packaged seasoning. That will be on our list to film next year and for us to have. I'd like to get away from the packages if possible. Well, the final result. This is about 45 smokies that we did. They're all cheddar jalapeno, and there's 2 different kinds that we did in here. One was with fresh jalapenos and one was with a packaged jalapeno mix. So they both have the high temp cheddar and they're both really good. So we're gonna package these up. That's gonna be it. I think we are gonna end up smoking a bunch more of them. But we're testing batches on different cook methods to see what we prefer. Thanks for watching our video and following along on our sausage making adventures, and we'll see you around. There's pork fat.
Eat straight venison if you do.
No, there's pork fat. And then
That's quite tasty.
Yeah.
I don't like game.
No, you can't.
No, that's more like a butcher's smoky as opposed to one you buy in the grocery store.
Yeah, that's good.
Good job.
Yeah, now that you've been the guinea pig, I'll have to hurry and make some.